Clicking recording. Hello, YouTube. This is Noah Tennant, and
Patrick mcClory.
today we're doing an interview with Patrick. We got 10 questions for him, and then let's get this party started.
Let's do it.
Okay, the first question we have on here is, how did you discover cosplay?
Well, they called it dressing up when I was a kid. I was Qui-Gon for Halloween actually, and my wife saw some ad for a local Comic-Con that I had never been to. It's called Steel City Con. It's here in Pittsburgh, and so it said you could get pictures with stormtroopers, right? So I went to get my picture with them, and that is where I
Your camera's shaking now.
that is where I saw all of the other cosplayers for the first time at this Steel City Comic Con. So yeah, it's about 6 years ago. Yeah.
What was your first cosplay?
Well, my first one was Qui-Gon. He's right here, and that was kind of a happy accident. Kind of just wore my hair like him one day, and someone at work told me, "Hey, you look like Qui-Gon," so I decided to do it. And then when I went to that Steel City Con, within 5 minutes, this guy was like 6'6". He was a Jedi. He's like, "There you are." I'm like, "There I am." And he said, "Someone told me there's a perfect Qui-Gon here. You need to join us, right?" So he told me about the Rebel Legion, and so I joined. I didn't get accepted as Qui-Gon right away. It took about a year or so, but boots were the long pull. I ordered them from Peru, but yeah. So Qui-Gon was my first. Yeah.
Okay. And what is the worst cosplay horror story?
All right. Well, so again, it was Qui-Gon. So I do the beard obviously, and and I have a trimmer, and there's a part that has the different lengths and the part that cuts it clean, and I forgot to put the attachment on it. I'm in my bathroom and I just went and just chunked half of my face away, the beard where it shouldn't have been cut. And like the second I did that, my phone rang, and I'm sitting there with a razor in my hand, just ready to swear, like, and I'm answer the phone. It's my wife, right? And she's at Walmart with a shopping cart full of groceries, and she forgot her credit card. I'm sitting there with a phone in one hand and the clippers in the other hand, and now I about lost it. So I went to Walmart with a really funky looking beard. There's probably a picture of me somewhere, like one of those people you find at Walmart. It looked awful. I did the best I could to fix it for the con the next day. So, but no one said anything, so I guess I did okay. But yeah, it wasn't a good moment. Yeah.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah. Real
What
beard.
is, yeah, no beard Qui-Gon. Okay, what is your favorite photo of cosplay of yourself?
All right. Well, you gave me this question in advance, so I have a screen share, and I don't really have favorites of pretty much anything, to be honest. But this photo is it's me with another cosplayer. It's Sharud Imlay, and from Rogue One, and he's amazing at it. And so the reason I really like, I'm going to share the screen. The reason I really like it is because I did a Photoshop job on it, and it's one of the better Photoshop jobs I've done. So here's the original picture. It's me and him at the con, and here's the edit I did to it. So I added a nice little background there. So
Yeah.
that guy's Shrewd is amazing, obviously. So I'll say that's my favorite. But I have so many favorites, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's just so many events, so many big people I've seen, group photos with Anthony Daniels with our C3PO right there, and just things like that. Plus I got to go to Hollywood and for the Rise of Skywalker premiere, and got my picture with all kinds of celebrities there. So I mean that was all very cool stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. I always like Photoshop edits. When you meet somebody, then you get the Photoshop.
I did it with Ray Park as well. When he was at our local Comic Con, and I asked him to, to run me through, and he looked at me all confused, like, "What are you talking about?" And it's like, to reenact the scene from the movie. And so I had brought Maul's lightsaber, and so he did it, and then we photoshopped and put the reactor room behind it. And the next day, I went back and showed him the picture, and he actually apologized for being confused. He said no one ever asked him to do that before, which shocked me because every single Darth Maul I ever run into wants to do that to me. So, but no one ever asked him. I guess he doesn't meet too many Qui-Gons. We're a bit rarer than Maul, I guess.
Yeah, I guess with Ray Park. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the biggest con you ever been in?
That's an easy one. That was Celebration in Chicago about 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. So there was lots of people there, and I took both characters. I drove, and so I could take both characters, and that was when I wore CAD for the first time, actually. So yeah, that was really cool. There's a lot of amazing cosplayers that go to Celebration. So looking forward to 2022 in Anaheim.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully I'll be there.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be there, guys.
Now I need a paddle on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take CAD this time because I'll be flying. But
Yeah. Yeah, I got special haircut just to test Obi-Wan.
I got a special haircut too. I'm not ever allowed to cut it. I got 3 inches taken off.
Yeah, I noticed that. Only Padawans can notice that.
Yeah. There's a little tail somewhere.
Your Padawan braid, you could say.
Yeah. I'm sure Qui-Gon have. Maybe we'll see it when the Obi-Wan series comes out. No, I guess Qui-Gon won't be a Padawan then, but hopefully he doesn't look too different.
Yeah. Do you prefer cosplaying with characters with props or characters without props?
Well, I guess I'd say with props because I probably wouldn't know what to do with my hands. Otherwise, I would, kind of feel lost because all of mine have props, right? So obviously the lightsaber, and then Cad has guns. Now he has holsters that I can put the guns in, but I never do. I always hold them, even though those hands are really tough to hold. They're not on the mannequin, but they're really tough to hold things with. But I still do it. But makes it a little inconvenient sometimes when you have to carry things like if I bought souvenirs or whatever. But I think I prefer to have something in my hand. Also for photos, it just makes the photo more interesting rather than just pointing or whatever you're gonna do. Have a lightsaber.
Yeah.
I like
For
to point
example,
someone's head.
For example, I had to do this when I'm Spider-Man. I'm like, come on, you need something to do with it. I'm trying to work on something too.
You could have a camera.
I was thinking like maybe having like my friend uses like he makes this out of like clear plastic, like webbing, looks like webs. I was thinking doing that.
You should.
To bring
that would be awesome. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when I'm Cad Bane, I often a lot of times if someone wants a selfie with me, I usually point a gun right at their head. I know it's probably not politically correct or whatever, but it's funny.
Oh, he's a bounty hunter. What do you expect?
I don't have the orange tips on my guns either, so but here I can show you one actually. So there you go. So no orange tip, but the cops always let me go. So.
Yeah, looks awesome. Okay, here's the next question. Have you ever bought a piece of cosplay at the con?
One time, actually. Again, it was a Steel City Con. I went, and my lightsaber didn't work because it was to get the batteries out. You have to shake it and then catch the battery pack. And I didn't have my hand close enough to it, so the batteries came out and pulled out all the wires. from inside, like way inside, and there was no way I was fixing it at the con. Like I don't even know how to fix it. I sent it back actually because you have to take it apart to solder or solder the wires. So I bought a lightsaber. Qui-Gon's lightsaber happened to be for sale. It was now from a friend of mine. We're friends since he lives in Pittsburgh. So yeah, here it is. Actually, it's right here. And so yeah, this is the one. It's a Saber Forge, but it's been modified. So it has the button now. All the insides have been modified. Plus, it has the LED, so it lights
Yeah.
up and lights down. So it's been modified 3 different times. But yeah, so it's pretty close to screen accurate.
It's close as you can get to screen accurate, I bet.
Yeah, the ridges could be a little deeper. That's the only way it'd be more screen accurate.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I bought. Luckily, he had one for sale. When I saw him, I mean, the price, it was expensive, right? But I went and I saw it and I was like, let me think about it. I walked away for about 10 minutes and then came back and said, I gotta buy it. So yeah,
You don't want to.
that's the only thing I've ever bought from a con for cosplay.
Well, yeah, you just don't want to see Qui-Gon Jinn like working on a lightsaber in a photo. Just someone take a photo of that.
I'm sure there's a lot of photos of me doing silly things, but yeah, I'm not an electrician or whatever.
The worst thing I ever saw in the Comic-Con is like somebody like who was in a stormtrooper. He took his helmet off and eating cheeseburger.
When I was the Pittsburgh Pirates invite us to the one game a year for Star Wars night, and they give us 2 of the box seats up in the corner, which is really nice. The whole penthouse thing, and who was it? Was it Boba Fett? I think it was our Boba Fett. He had his helmet off, and the cameras were right on him, and it was on TV. So it was like, what are you gonna do?
Of course.
Yeah.
Poor Bobo. Bobo can't even eat a sandwich for once.
Yeah, I mean, we were so far away from everybody at that point. We didn't think the cameras were on us, but they just happened to be at that moment. So I felt bad for them. But
yeah,
I've never been caught without my head on, so
yeah, that'd be kind of weird.
it's always attached.
Can you drink out of that before I ask the next question? Yeah.
I haven't ever, but the mouth does open, so I could put a straw in there. But I haven't.
I just can see him drinking a milkshake or something. That was a crazy question, but I had to ask that before we go to the next question.
It would be a good thing to drink in there because it's so hot. It's really hard to breathe in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That probably leads into your next question.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't, sadly.
Okay.
If it could tell your past self anything about cosplay, what would you say?
Well, I haven't been doing that long. So I guess, when I first joined and the other Jedi said, oh, they're going to accept you as Qui-Gon right away, I was, thought, okay. So I submitted it, and of course they rejected it 6 different ways because it has to be perfect. And I was upset about it, of course. But then I used it to make the best Qui-Gon ever. That was my goal anyway. I don't know if I succeeded, but I know it's pretty good, right? So
yeah,
I was very grateful for the criticism. So I guess my advice would be, don't be too hard on yourself, and just have fun with it. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you can tweak it along the way and make it better as the years go on, to make it easier to wear or more screen accurate or whatever you want. But it's you. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly like the real character, right? So that's
like, for example, I'm trying to work on Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it's pain in the butt to do something like Patrick so far, guys. I mean,
yeah, to be really screen accurate is tough. I mean, I got the Dressing the Galaxy book and researched the exact material. So it is the exact material used in the movie, not the robe, because all of that material is gone. They actually it was World War II salvage, and they bought like all of the material that existed, and so you can't get that. But I mean, this is just a raw silk here, so you can buy that at a regular store. But
Yeah.
So yeah, everything is as screen accurate as possible. In the boots, like you can, they're um, English or Great Britain, whatever, riding boots, and I found one pair that was on eBay or whatever. It was $850, but they were size 8.5. I guess everyone had small feet back then. They wouldn't fit, so I had to have them custom made.
Yeah.
I try to do it all perfect, but I think turned out pretty good.
Well, you did a good job at it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, what is the most difficult cosplay you ever done?
Well, so far I only have two. So it has to be this guy. It took 4 years to put that together, and it's really hard to put on. I can't put it on myself. I can take it off myself, but I can't dress myself in it. And it's hard to breathe. It's very hot. I mean, you just sweat, like your hands there's just sweat dripping in the fingers. I should probably cut little holes in the bottom so they can drain. It's kind of gross. There is a fan. He has a breather pack behind, and the fan is attached to these tubes, so I do get some air. So if I'm just standing around, it's okay. If I'm walking, it's okay. If I'm walking a lot, I have to stop because I run out of air. And you can't see too well. I can see, but better than a lot of costumes. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
It's hard to hear as well.
So
Especially
far, at least I've been cosplaying, and the most difficult one was actually doing that, breathing in that face shell, that Spider-Man. So far, the newest one I have,
yeah,
because I
you need
can't
to get
even.
one of those masks, the plastic things underneath to help keep the material away from your face.
Yeah, I have that, but let me see if I can find it. I don't know where I put it. That's a problem. Yeah. Oh well. But it has like these little holes in it. I can't even put some in. I can't even put my, once it's zipped. You can't even get someone to drink them. It's I'm like I had to take the whole thing out.
Yeah. Well, I've never had anything to drink in that, and I've worn it for 4 hours in a row. That was tough. After wearing that for 4 hours in a row, yeah. But I had energy to have fun that night too. So
Yeah. There you go.
it takes a lot out of you, but it's worth it.
And then two more questions.
Yeah.
After this, and the next question is, what is your favorite thing about cosplay?
My favorite thing about cosplay. Well,
For your opinion.
yeah. So there's a couple cool things about it, but I mean, I guess I like the attention, right? So in both of these costumes, I get a lot of attention, and people clamor to come get their picture with me, and you know, I've had several people come up to me and get within a couple feet and said, "Oh my gosh, I thought you were really him." Um, so that kind of recognition is cool. Um, that's probably my favorite part about it. But I mean, the people who know Cad love him. Um, and a lot of people don't know who Qui-Gon is. They think I'm Obi-Wan, but the people who know Qui-Gon know instantly, right? So
Yeah.
that it's cool. And I mean, plus this gave me the opportunity to go to Hollywood, which was a life-changing event. I mean, I know that sounds cheesy, but it was for me. I know it was for some other people too, but so just that opportunity wouldn't have presented itself. And I even got to be in a short film because of Qui-Gon, and now I'm going to be in a couple more short films, maybe as different cosplay characters. So yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then
Getting to be somebody else too.
yeah, you had to always be somebody else. Try something different. And hopefully, if I go with you in celebration next year, maybe they will not get confused next year.
Yeah, they'll say you're Obi-Wan. Who are you? Yeah, yeah, we'll see. It'll be fun. No, you know what? People with Celebration definitely know who Qui-Gon is. We won't get that problem.
Yeah.
The worst was someone calling me Yoda. I mean, it was a 2-year-old, but still, like my brain. But yeah.
The final question is it true you're doing Noah's doing Obi-Wan Kenobi for you?
Is that the final question?
Yeah, that's one of my friend's questions. He let me
Yeah,
steal that one.
yeah. It's true. I mean, you haven't done it yet, but you said you're going to do it, and
Yeah,
you're a man of your word, right? So
yeah, it's going to be interesting for you guys because personally, I am kind of nervous doing that. But my friend asked that because he's like saying, "You're right, one thing, Masa. Negotiations were short."
there you go. You can do
He
the
told me
voice.
to.
I
Yeah,
still
he
can't
told
do Qui-Gon's voice.
he told me to do that for you. See your reaction with that.
It was good.
Yeah,
It was good. That'll be fun. I think
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. And Steel City Con, whenever you're done, you can come. It's pretty close to where you are.
yeah,
And then there's the Philadelphia Comic Con, which is pretty close to where you are too.
yeah.
So
Well,
maybe,
if you guys are near, maybe you see us there.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And there's one in Ohio that we might be going to.
Yeah,
I forget. Is that near Columbus?
yeah, I think it is.
So yeah, who
Yeah,
knows? Whenever this pandemic is over. Right now,
yeah.
I'm just in the basement.
I'm in my room. I've been saying we can't do anything yet for you guys.
Yeah, we're being socially whatever.
This is the closest thing we ever interact so far.
You know, where's my mask?
Here, I got mine.
Do you? Oh, what is that? Oh, is it Deadpool?
Deadpool.
There you go.
You can guess who would be happy to see that.
Yes, I have one from the Mandalorian. There's a bounty hunter character named the Gecko, and I have his mask.
Oh, that's awesome. I saw the Fader one. Like it has Dark Vader's
That would be
bottom.
cool too. A
I
lot of
found that.
people love my mask when they see it. I get comments on it. And this one lady saw me at the grocery store, and then a week later she saw me somewhere else and said, "Hey, I recognize you because of my mask." I mean, it had nothing to do with my hair, I guess.
No,
I wouldn't have recognized her. People with masks all look the same. But yeah,
it's hard to tell which one's who's who now.
it is. It is. A lot of people look the same. They have, hair like yours, which just regular haircut. You're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Just look like everybody else.
Well, that's why I wear stuff like these.
Yeah.
I can be noticed.
There you go. They'll notice that. Yeah, absolutely. Those are awesome glasses.
Yeah.
They like steampunk or something.
Oh, it's like hippie versus steampunk.
Cool.
So
Yeah, those are cool.
owl lenses, I call them.
Nice.
Okay, this is it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video with me doing an interview with Patrick.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And if you guys want to leave any questions down in the comments, I'll take a look and answer them.
Yeah.
Happy to.
And I'll send the link to his Instagram for you guys. Please follow Patrick because he's
Qui-Gon Patrick. And then also I'd like to plug my movie once again, The Temptation of Qui-Gon Jinn. If you just search for it on YouTube, The Temptation of Qui-Gon Jinn, you'll find it. It's only 8 minutes long, but it was a lot of fun. Made it about 4 years ago. So check it out and let me know what you think. Appreciate it.
Okay, guys. Well, that's it.
All right, I'll see you.